Now you're ready to add on some muscle and you want to start your steroid journey. Here's a couple of things to consider before you start your steroid journey. Number one thing you need to do, first and foremost, before we do anything, is get blood work. I cannot stress this enough. Go anywhere, don't do the finger pricking tests, get the intravenous blood taken out and go for a full blood panel. And if you can't afford it, then don't buy steroids. It's very simple. A lot of people look at blood work and think, oh, it's £200, it's a bit expensive for that. I look alright, I feel alright, I must be alright. I don't need to do blood work. I'll just take some water and some Live 52 with those oxys I'm going to take. I should be alright, shouldn't I? No, do your blood work, bro. It's for you. There might be so much wrong with you that you could easily repair, but if you started steroids, it's going to 10x. And after it 10x's, what are you going to do then? You're going to say it was the steroids, which probably is. But you had a lot of shit wrong with you before. So which kind of things should you be looking for before you take steroids that you need to sort out? The number one thing for me, I made a list of you guys. Number one thing for me is blood pressure. It's very, very important that you should monitor blood pressure, that you should keep good blood pressure before you start steroids. Why? Because when you start steroids, I can almost guarantee you your blood pressure is going to increase. Now, when your blood pressure increases, it causes a lot of strain, a lot of stress on all the other organs in your body. You do not want that. If you're stressing all your other organs simultaneously, all at once, you're in for a very rocky ride. Now, you might think, oh, blood pressure, it's okay, I'll just take some Ramapril. No, you don't want to take blood pressure medication. I'll tell you why. Because you take blood pressure medication, you'll get a good reading on the actual monitor because you've masked the blood reading. You've got that one taken care of. But then you're going to open a tin of worms for a buffet of issues. So figure that one out first. And one of the best things for blood pressure, very quickly say, go for a walk, lose some fat, get to 10% body fat, and then let's check your blood pressure. Cholesterol. You need to check your cholesterol is good. LDL, HDL, check the ratio. Are you taking the right supplementation? Are you taking fish oils? What are you doing? Are you taking statins? You need to know exactly what's going on with your cholesterol. It's very important. Do we have any blockages? What's going on? Maybe get one of those CT scans. Go a little bit, spend a little bit more money. Make sure there's nothing wrong with you. Because one of the big things, one of the biggest killers, well, not necessarily killers, but one of the big problems that bodybuilders get with the high blood pressure and the really bad cholesterol score is they start getting plaque built on their arteries. And when you start building plaque up at a very young age, it's very hard to get rid of it because all you're doing is pumping more steroids in there. And the more steroids you're pumping in there and you're unhealthy because you're eating all these carbohydrates and you're spiking insulin 5-6 times a day because you're eating cream of rice because it's shuttling the nutrients to your muscle and you think you're going to get bigger if you do this kind of shit, not knowing really what you're technically doing is just killing yourself. Get your cholesterol checked out first. Sort this shit out. Thick blood. Now, when you get blood reports, it doesn't say thick blood. You're looking at the hematocrit, basically, the red blood cell production. How much do you have going through your veins and arteries around your body? So imagine picture a vein or an artery, and blood is trying to go through there. There's a couple of blockages on the top and the bottom, and it's just wiggling its way through like a snake going through this. And imagine all of a sudden, your blood is of a jam-like consistency trying to go through a very tight vessel. And in that vessel, there's a couple of blockages. What do you think is going to happen? It's going to get stuck. And when it's stuck, well, we know what that's called. So what do you want? You want thin blood. Now, I'm not saying take blood thinners. You need to figure out before, is your blood thick naturally? If it is, we need to take certain medication to bring that down. Do we need aspirin? Do we need omega-3 fats? Do we need some black seed oil? There's a couple of other things out there. There's loads of other things out there. There's cayenne pepper's a good thing as well. Figure all this shit out. So blood work's very, very important. Check the hematocrit. Also, liver and kidneys. I've already touched up on these. You need to make sure that they're doing the filtration system of your body correctly. You know, when people think detox this and detox that, no, you're built in with detoxification filters. It's these two things, guys. Look after them and they look after you because that's their job. That is the job. to look after you. So let them do their job, that provide them with a safe working environment, guys. Give them a high vis and give them a hard hat. And equip them with the right tools. Look after them, and they will look after you. Trust me, you do not want to be on dialysis. Heart rate. Is your resting heart rate too high? When your resting heart rate is too high, your body is working really hard to bring it down. And the more your body is working to trying to bring this down and sort your cholesterol out and then sort your hematocrit out and then so it's doing so much all at once, it's going to lead to burnout. It happens. We've seen it. We know it happens. So make sure your resting heart rate is healthy. How do you get healthy? There's so many different ways to get healthy. Comment down below and I might let you know. I've got maybe 500 videos on YouTube to teach you how to get healthy. So there's probably a couple more that I have missed on the list. But for this video, I think that's plenty. At least the safe markers. There's other markers as well when it comes to our, sperm activity and sperm production. That's a complete different thing. I'm not saying we need those to be in check to have a healthy life or to start steroids, because when you're going to start steroids, you're going to suppress those anyway. So it's kind of pointless or counterproductive to make sure your FH and LH is, performing really high and your morphology rate's really good. And then all of a sudden you're going to crash it by taking testosterone cycle of steroids anyway. So that's probably not something that I would be that bothered about. It's good to keep an eye on it, to check it. Obviously, with your blood panel, with your full blood panel, all these are going to be seen microscopically. So if there's any issues, we can just pinpoint and say, okay, you know what? Before you start steroids, bro, I think you should take care of this first. Let's monitor that for 3 to 4 months. Or if it's a small issue. If somebody comes to me who's a very, very fat guy, who's maybe 25% body fat, I say, look, bro, maybe let's bring this down to a particular percentage body fat, then we're healthy. All these other issues that you think were going on are have now got taken care of just because you lost weight. Yes, losing weight can probably cure a lot of your issues. And I'm not saying this a blanket statement for everybody. Everybody's different. But majority of issues out there is because most of you guys are overweight for too long. So it's one thing to lose the weight and then think, well, these issues haven't cleared up just yet. I've just lost the weight. Well, wait, because you've been fat for a long time. So if you think your issues didn't clear up overnight, just like you didn't get fat overnight, they're not. It's going to take a bit of time. Keep a monitor of it. Are they getting better? Is every score on there improving? Yes. And then, and only then, if you feel you want to take steroids, I would say do it safely. No one is going to stop you from doing steroids. I'm not here, and I'm not the anti-steroid guy. I'm not the anti-TRT guy. I am the anti-stupid guy. I'm here to say, do everything in life, but just do it safely. That's all I'm asking for you guys. Take steroids. I'm not going to stop you and say, don't do steroids. Would I want to promote steroids? No, I don't, but I know you guys are going to do it. I take TRT. I'm very open with what I do. I don't know many guys who as open as me who are on the YouTube and everywhere else who talk about exactly what they take, show the blood work and everything. I'm very open and very transparent. Don't listen to the local idiot in the gym. Your health is your health. It's nobody else's. Your blood work is your blood work. Get it checked out. I don't give a shit how much it costs. Stay safe, like the video, and please comment down below.